7. Whenever
It's been on for a long time, right?
Whenever after Judy Greer's actress died, voice actor died, it kind of tanks after that.
Yeah.
So, and also too, they did that weird thing where, because Archer was supposed to die, and then they did the whole dream sequence stuff, and it was very, very stupid.
I mean, don't get me. I've never watched it. Yeah. The one that played the mother from Arrested Development passed.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about,
Jessica
right?
something.
Yeah. Well, you said Judy Greer.
No, I think it was Judy Greer that just recently.
No,
passed
Judy
away.
Greer
is the
played one of the the secretary or something. I can't remember.
I hope not.
Oh, Jessica
Judy Greer.
That's who it was.
Well, yeah.
Jessica Walter.
So not Judy Greer. I like Judy Greer.
I think that's because she's like the only other person that I'm like, hey, I know that name.
Oh my gosh, she was in that show Reboot that had on Hulu, which was like from Modern Family and whatever. And then she actually went freaking topless. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take that.
Who's this? Judy Greer.
Judy Greer. Yeah,
Judy Greer went topless. All right.
Yeah, well, they canceled the show, which is like, if you had just had Judy Greer on topless more, you wouldn't have to cancel the show. But what can I say?
Looking it up right now.
Like Judy Greer is one of those actresses. It's like you see her everywhere, but you don't know who she is. And the only thing I can think of right now, besides she was on Arrested Development, also, but like Jurassic World or something.
Yeah, she was also in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think the first season.
She was in Jurassic World.
Yes, she was the mother of the kids.
Oh yeah,
She's at the beginning and at the end. Yeah. She's not. But then she's kind of like the permanent guest star, right? She's like in everything. So
Judy Greer is.
I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, she's a very. I don't want to say average because she's a beautiful woman, because average is not it, but she's not. I don't want to. It's hard.
She's
to say.
realistically attractive.
Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah. If you've ever seen her,
she plays Cheryl in Archer. That's who she plays. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to see it, there's a movie with her and Rosie McGowan called Jawbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Which is, in my opinion, really good. It's got
Rebecca
Gayhart.
Yeah.
Gayhart, yeah.
You said gay.
Nita likes to call her the Noxzema lady, the Noxzema girl.
Well, she was, I think.
From Urban Legends, right? So,
yeah. The movie?
It also has
yes. Yeah.
What's her name who played Dexter's wife? I can't remember. Maggie something?
Yeah.
Maggie Simpson.
No. It's Julia. What the hell's her name?
Yeah,
the blonde, right?
Yeah.
Is it Juliette Brewster?
No.
Or that's the chick from Fast and Furious. That's the brunette.
Jordana Brewster is the girl from.
Okay. I feel terrible. I don't know a bunch of.
I actually know a girl who looks just like her.
Really?
Yeah. Jordana Brewster looks just like splitting image of her.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get this started, because I see some people around and they're like, "What the hell are these people doing?"
Oh, right, anyway. We're supposed to be doing a show.
I keep forgetting we're live.
Oh, right.
It's a good thing we didn't say anything. We talked good about Judy Greer. So anyway, all right, hang on. We'll be right back.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors.
In the spaces, things exist. In the lines that form the network of your mind. Behind the retinas of imagination are the particles and peripherals that made you who you are. Turn off, shut your eyes, listen. Dispatches from outside the box.
And nobody ever thinks about Half Baked being a heist movie, but I mean, come on, right?
It technically is, yes.
It technically
No.
is, right? Anyway,
That's how I would distract cops. Just start mopping the ground.
love the fact. What's interesting is I don't know if you know this, Chad, but there is a movie at the time called
You're
Dead
coming in
Presidents
really
that came out.
quiet.
Huh?
You're coming in quiet, or maybe it's me.
It's always you, Chad.
That's fair.
Can you hear me? Wave if you can hear me.
Okay, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, damn it. All right. Anyway, but there was a movie at the time called Dead Presidents, and they had their faces painted up like that. So
Oh.
That was the joke.
that was the joke.
Yeah.
So when he decided to go mime, that really,
I love a
it's
good
like-
mime.
Half Baked is a classic. Dead Presidents is kind of one of those things that was just, it had Chris Tucker in it.
It was. Yeah, it kind of came out at the same time as
Hey, Jay.
like a lot of the Spike Lee movies and Menace to Society. So it was kind of
Yes,
riding that wave, and it just
Yeah.
didn't hit as hard as the rest of the movie, as the rest of that subgenre did.
Right. Well, it was, if I'm not mistaken, they were vets, right? And I think
Vietnam
they were
vets.
and they were trying to, they were trying to make a play, right? I don't
Yeah.
think it went
Yeah.
as well. But I
Well,
don't remember it.
because they weren't being treated nice because they were vets, because that crap actually happened, unfortunately. Not to get political, but yeah, that's why they were robbing banks and armored cars.
But you know what? I just realized that I did not add to that, and I'm so sorry that I did not. It Set It Off.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
Set It
band.
Off.
oh, I see.
No, Set It Off. Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, before she was Jada Pinkett Smith, Blair Underwood,
What was she before?
Jada Pinkett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because some people, when they get married, take their partner's name. Sometimes they even hyphen it into Pinkett Smith or Louis Dreyfus, or
Right.
Oh my god. Steph she told me she didn't want to take my name for religious reasons.
Ah, yeah. I'm sure
And
there
her
is
boyfriend
religious
said the
reasons
same
she
behind
made
it.
a good decision.
Where was the Payday montage?
Yeah, where was the payday montage?
That was a good heist movie.
It's a good game too.
I don't
Mel-
remember that. The only way
Mel
Payday
Gibson.
I remember. Oh, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What was that about?
A heist.
Heist.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, Set It Off always stands out to me because if you've watched Scrubs, you know Dr. Cox and Ted C. McGinley. Is it Ted?
John C. McGinley.
John C.
John C.
McGinley.
McGinley. I always get his name confused with the neighbor from Married with Children. But John C. McGinley is that's where I know him from. Is Set It Off when he played a cop. So it was a pretty good movie if you haven't checked it out. Anyway,
It's so funny because when I think of him, I think of him in Platoon as Sergeant O'Neill, the consummate ass kisser.
Platoon.
Yes.
Who was in that?
I just think of
Charlie
him as
Sheen?
Dr. Cox.
No, that was Charlie Sheen,
Willem
Tom
Dafoe.
Berenger, Willem Dafoe, Johnny Depp, Forrest Whitaker.
Which movie is
See, I just knew Charlie Sheen
David.
at the time, and
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't really interested in watching that movie.
It's one of the best Vietnam movies. It's one of the best war movies ever made.
That's one thing that I've never gotten into. I've never gotten into war movies. However, when I was taking a writing class, a book was recommended to me called "The Things That They Carried," and it was a book about a guy. He had written a fictional book kind of based on his time in Vietnam, right? But then he wrote a real one, and the real one was kind of scary. Like talking about like the Green Berets, you do not want to fuck with those guys, even if you're on the same side.
Yep.
Like it got really freaky. Like they stole somebody's girlfriend, just like she like had ears like hanging from her neck. He's like, I don't even know what happened to that girl. They smuggled her over to Vietnam.
That's what
she had like other people's.
That was a
ears
trophy
around.
that they do back then.
Yeah.
When they kill someone, they cut their ears off and make a necklace. Like Walking Dead, Daryl did it in I think season 3 when he kill a walker, he just chop his ears off. And
Oh right, yeah,
that's where it comes from.
That's right.
Why would you?
But that was
Because it was a fucked up war, Chad. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
They cut off zombies' ears because it was a fucked up war?
Well,
No, they cut off. We're talking about the real people that did it.
They cut off people. They weren't zombies.
In World War II,
Zombies.
the fighter pilots
they
used to put little emblems on the sides of their planes and how many planes they shot down.
Yeah.
In Vietnam, they put ears around their neck, on necklaces around their neck.
See, I prefer the emblems because that's, yeah.
I kind of like the.
And I'm a morbid fuck, as you all know, and I prefer the emblems over the ears.
I kind of like the ears, but I know if I do that and I go walking around, somebody will call the police.
And the thing is, if you're in the jungle and you're trying to hide from the VC, you're going to stink with ears around your neck. So that's not a good tactic.
Everything stunk in the jungle. Have you ever been to a jungle?
Oh, yes.
I haven't. I've heard stories.
It's the fucking jungle. It stinks.
It ain't no joke.
Yeah. Most of the mud is droppings from animals. So.
And most of the droppings as well.
That's the
okay. All right.
There's an animal in the jungle that poops coffee beans, and you can drink it.
Yeah, but they're not planning heists. So let's talk about that. For a little
Meanwhile, on Heists.
Anyway, welcome to Dispatches from Outside the Box, where tonight's, I promise you, it's not about cow dung, ear necklaces, or any other type
It's going
of
to
weird
be.
stuff that we've already talked about, or even Judy Greer. No, tonight's is about heists. And for some reason, we have found the fascination of being robbed in America, where we're okay, we make heroes out of these guys sometimes. So anyway, I'm C Michael Lanning.
We're going to talk about stealing shit.
Let's talk about just America while we're at it. Instead of calling it heist, let's call it
It's
America.
like it's a heist country, right? Yeah, absolutely.
We're all robbed every April 15th.
Mm.
Boom.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Okay, so James Bush said there was painted montage, right? But he also said, I've wasted all too many hours playing a career criminal with that video game.
Yep.
Now I hustle cops. Yeah, right. I didn't even think about that, right?
Which is also
Mitch,
a career criminal.
the euphemism of the ecosystem between the legs is surely not going to be advertisement friendly.
Which one is he talking about? Because I think I've said multiple euphemisms throughout this episode so far.
Golly, I wish I could remember the name of that book, the author of that book, though. That was a good book.
What book was it
Anyway,
called?
The things that they carried.
Thank God we have Google. But continue.
Yeah, you can look it up. But I've tried before. I have it on my Kindle.
Go to Reddit and go to the.
They have the author name on Kindle.
You should say it right in the corner.
Yeah, but I can't get into my Kindle, and that's a whole nother story that we're not going to take 15 minutes talking about. And where was the Public Enemy feature in that montage?
Man, you
Hey,
fucked
we
up.
talked about gangsters a couple of weeks ago. So
We talk about gangsters, not gangstas.
gangsters, yeah.
We can talk about gangsters.
They've done a lot of heists.
They've done a lot. There's a lot of music
Some of them
videos with
not
heists.
Some of them not so successful. Anyway, did I say who I was? I'm C Michael Lanning and
No.
Dispatcher. Mitch, why don't you introduce yourself before somebody gets carried away with something else?
Hi, I'm Mr. Blue, and my job is to drive the getaway car. I wanted to be called Mr. Black because I like the color black, but the guy said, "Shut up. We already have the same. I'm a guy with that name, so you're Mr. Blue." I said, "Okay, Blue's just as good."
I already have a black guy named Mr. Black.
Could that be? Is that true?
Chad
It's
said
training-
it, not me. In Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Black was a light guy, so yeah.
Yes, yeah.
but not in Power Rangers. Anyway, Training Day could be classified as a heist movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, I'm
Why
Mitch
is that?
Rogers.
Because the only thing I remember about that. Yeah, go ahead, finish introducing yourself. Damn it! You know what? Hold on. Now, go ahead, Mitch.
Hi, I'm Mitch Rogers. I'm the creator of the Boger horror comic book series about a monster. He doesn't do heists, but he kills people, which is just as good. From Greenville, South Carolina. And you can pick up both of the collections I have so far on my website on the store page.
All right, as long as you don't heist them.
No.
Hey, everybody. I'm Rodney Fike. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch at Rodney Fike Art, as well as Hasm, the Hasm YouTube channel, or go to Hasm.com. That's HAZZUN.com and check out all of our books, such as Peanut Pudding and Jelly, Unchained, Pitter Patter, Roadkill Rampage, and coming soon to a Kickstarter near you. First, Doghouse.
That's spelt wrong. Twice.
Spelled wrong twice. So come check it out. Spelled DAWG. House.
Well, the house is the proper German spelling of it.
Oh,
Exactly.
Technically. If
Doghouse.
you know, if I want to be an asshole, I can. Anyway, go ahead, Chad.
Oh, cool. It's my turn. It's-
well,
Speaking of
you know,
assholes,
just,
go ahead.
let's interrupt Chad. Mitch, it is the owner of the doghouse is a German Shepherd.
So it is correct then.
Yes.
oh.
Ah.
Actually, I kind of want to talk more about Doghouse. I don't want to introduce myself. No, hi. Hey, I'm Chad Perkins, the writer of Blue Lullaby from Marcosi Enterprises. My book has a villain that kidnaps children. It's sort of like a heist. My role in heist operations is the guy who you can put into vents, and then I get in there and I can unlock the door for you. So, and then if the cops see me, I just dress up as a small child and say "goo goo gaga," and they walk away because it's a child.
Or you dress up as a pickle and act drunk.
Yes, that too. I also do that on Shots with Comics every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Indie
Sometimes he
Comics
doesn't
Network
even
after
realize
dark.
that's how he's dressed.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just pull it out the closet, you put it on. You don't know.
Getting
Look,
drunk is how we
dreams,
turn
really.
cucumbers into pickles on the Indie Comics Network.
Yep. Look, it was Sabrina's birthday, and her request was for me to dress up as the pickle and sing her happy birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Can you say that
And-
again?
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
Oh, that was my Alexa.
Oh, you got to put the red dot on
Oh,
it.
I thought there was a woman stalking us, ghosting
I mean,
us.
there is. It's my wife. She's
But
listening.
you need a vent, Chad. Jake says you need a vent.
God.
And speaking
Girl,
of
message me on
birthdays,
Facebook. I'll vent.
speaking of
Well, so
birthdays,
that-
it is our co-host Jared Lockhart's birthday today. So
That's right.
Happy birthday, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo.
So for friends
I'm
with them
so-
on
I-
Facebook, send them a happy
I
birthday.
so have to get the Buddy Bears.
He's
are
1
the
year
Buddy
closer to
Bears. We
dying.
always get along.
Just think, he'll be dead soon.
What the fuck
Yay.
is wrong with you?
You don't know how young people can die.
oh,
it
oh,
happens every day.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Let that be a warning.
yeah, yeah. See, I don't see. You're not just alive. I let you live.
Every day for the rest of your life, know that you are alive because I allowed it.
So nothing stopping Mitch from buying a bus ticket.
What's
to
that from?
Michigan.
What's that from, Mitch?
Can't remember. I
Kevin
know I've
Spacey.
seen it.
Kevin Spacey.
So what makes a heist movie?
So when I was locked in his basement,
Brad Pitt. Rainy Alley.
Kevin Spacey and Brad Pitt.
It's the Rainy Alley.
I don't know who that is.
Seven.
Tree of Life.
Seven.
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rainy Alley. The whole fucking movie's rainy.
I'm like, wait a minute. Anyway, what makes a heist? I would say you have to have three things that make a heist movie, right? You have to have the plan, the execution, and the getaway.
Okay.
In the group.
And
It
dead
usually
bodies.
takes more than one person.
Yeah.
Dead bodies. There's always a dead body involved.
One person has to leave dead.
At least.
No.
At least, yeah. They have to at least lose one person.
No.
Yes.
Ocean's 11. They didn't lose anybody in Ocean's 11.
I don't care what Ocean 11 had.
Ocean's 11 was a comedy drama.
But it was a heist.
It's a dramedy.
What about
The
okay? What
Sandra
about the
Bullock one was
Italian
great.
job? The Italian job?
Kiefer, Donald Sutherland.
I haven't seen the Italian Job in forever.
Which
No,
which
the
version? Because
Yeah,
there's
the
two of
Marky
them.
Mark
There's-
one.
Oh, I don't
And
know.
Yeah,
And
the
you have the
Marky
Michael
Mark
Caine
original.
one.
Wait,
The Michael
what?
Caine one.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that since I was Jesus in high school. I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
the Italian Job's a remake. Chad.
Yeah.
What?
Because sometimes
Yeah.
movies you've seen have been done before.
What?
Most of the
Most
time,
of the time,
right?
way better.
But
Chad, did you
Yeah,
know
with-
Star
with
Wars was
Michael
a
Caine.
remake?
What?
yeah, the Force
What's it a
Awakens
remake of?
That's a remake of the
Flash
first one.
Gordon.
Yeah, and
Like-
Alien is a remake of John Carpenter's Dark Star.
Oh.
Anyway,
Man.
to get
Man,
further
I-
off the topic,
So Jake said, Chad's on point. Any Stark written heist features a death or fuck up.
Oh.
They always have some kind of a fuck up. Now that's
Right.
one thing that's
Yeah.
true. That's absolute.
Hello.
That's
Yep.
absolute.
okay, all right.
Because if it was a perfect heist, it would be boring. Like you have to have that suspense of, oh no, the sweat dropped onto the laser and now they're being shot at or something really silly.
Well, that's
Or
just
any
storytelling.
That's just Mission Impossible too, but yes.
I think
Oh.
what's always interesting is you always have when they're making the plan and they're going through it and it's all smooth. It's just snap, 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 and then of course they finally execute it and it's just
Just all dog
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, everything goes wrong.
Oh, it's like retail in our political in America. Weird.
A
It's-
heist movie is like watching a commercial for that toy that you want on Saturday mornings.
Yep.
It runs perfectly every time through the dirt and the mud and the rain and the snow.
Yep.
And then you get it and you pull it out of the box and you stick the batteries in it and you push go and it goes, eh.
Yep.
That's what a heist is.
That's a heist.
All the
That's
best
a heist.
laid plans are fucked.
I'm trying.
So
to
what do you think is the cap? So what do you think is that capitalizes people's imaginations when it comes to heist? Is it the idea that these people are so smart that they can get away with it? Is it that are we looking to see them mess up?
I think it's just the thrill.
Yeah.
Like it's it's kind of like any movie where the main character or characters are trying to achieve something, which is arguably most stories, but I'm thinking primarily of like espionage movies or cops trying to catch a serial killer. There's always that thrill of will they or won't they, what will go wrong, what won't go wrong, because they're all based on plans.
It's also a
Heist
romance
movies, mystery movies, and all that.
Yeah,
That's
and
also
it's-
the entire thing of a romance movie too. Will they?
Yeah.
Won't they? There's always a plan. I like the idea. I just like them coming up with the plan and then executing it because I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
That these people are like, we're gonna steal a diamond and we need a banana and a squirt gun, and then they just work some kind of magical plan out with it.
That's
Well,
any
the
episode of MacGyver.
The guy,
It is
right?
the guy. Yeah.
But the interesting thing about it is that in regular society, most career professional criminals are fuck ups. But
I mean, look at the American government. Anyway,
in the seedy underworld of crime, they're very highly intelligent.
mm-hmm.
They're methodically planning stuff out. They take they're patient. They take the long road. Usually, it's some undisciplined loose cannon that they hire as muscle or as a driver.
Yep.
That's not mature. That's not disciplined. That usually screws things up and causes the whole house of cards to come crumbling down.
Yep. And those are the ones that we find the more amusing of too.
Well, yeah, and it's going back to what I think we like, and we like them so much because it's regular Joey bag of donuts, guys that are just get up and go to work and they're down on their luck and they say, fuck it, let's go try to steal some fucking money.
It's like,
So
hell yeah.
Everybody's like, yes, get it,
Yeah,
do it.
hell.
I mean, it usually starts with
Anarchy.
somebody that works there, right? Works either
Yeah.
they work at a bank, they work at a, work for someone or something around those lines. But,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Piggybacking off of what Rodney said, here in the Carolinas, there was a very famous and hilarious true heist in, I think, Charlotte, North Carolina, where these guys were trying to rob a Loomis Fargo armored car. And they had the entire heist perfect. There was a guy that worked there, like Rodney, or like C said, there was like the brains and everything. The actual heist went off perfectly. It's after the heist is where they started to fuck up because the brains of the operation like bought a mansion with the money. His girlfriend tried to deposit it into her bank account with the Loomis Fargo wrapping still on the money. And the guy that worked there ended up going to Mexico, and the two ones that stayed, they actually made a movie out of this, I think called Masterminds. But
yeah.
my
God, yeah, the Zach Galifianakis movie,
yeah.
right?
And the two people left in America, because the guy that worked there, they thought best for him to lay low in Mexico for a while. They got the bright idea to hire a hitman to go down and kill him. The guy just took the money and ran because the guy wasn't really a hitman. They were that stupid.
Right.
Because you can't just go to a bar and just hire a hitman, like in the movies.
I mean,
And it's just this whole freaking it was hilarious. And it made the news, and it was one of the many things that made the Carolinas look bad, but I don't care. It was fucking hilarious.
They made a movie out of it, and they showed him at the end. He's out of jail. He's out of prison now, I think.
I think all of them are. Yeah. Yeah, the movie was kind of, they embellished a lot of stuff. Like there was no big shootout at the end. Basically they just
that, right?
Yeah. It just basically like the cops put two and two together and was like, wait a minute, these guys that have the marked bills that came from the armored car, they probably robbed the thing. Then comes out, yeah, they did.
Yeah. Hey guys.
But I'm not ignoring you, Jake. I'm kind of
sorry.
Bring up. No. I wanted to kind of. It said there's the fantastical heist, a la Now You See Me, and the procedure methodical heist, and then you have, I think, the greatest anti-heist series is Mr. Robot. To be honest,
I've never seen Mr. Robot. Everybody went quiet. Should I see it?
I've never.
If you want to.
Oh, okay.
I'll say this as far as Mr. Robot is concerned. I watched Mr. Robot while it was coming out.
As what?
And I liked it. But I'm not sure if the payoff is there.
Wait, what were you coming out as?
It was coming out.
Oh,
yeah,
the show was coming out.
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't binge watch the show because I was watching it as it was being released.
Sorry, I took that in a totally different direction.
The funniest part about that comment was I could hear you thumping your fingers on the table in response to that comment.
Because you're like, I know it's there. I know it's there. I'm like,
I do know that the twist ending of the whole
no idea
show.
what the fuck you're talking about.
because you said while I was coming, because it sounded like you said while I was coming out, and I was like, wait, coming out as what?
Yeah, the only thing I know about that show is that the twist ending of it is the main character has been Freddie Mercury the whole time.
Yes.
Wait.
It ended with the
What?
it ended
What?
with the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it.
How old
Yeah.
is it?
Oh,
2015, Mr. Robot.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was around that
2015.
time. It was.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste. I like I knew I can't remember his name right now. The main guy, the guy who played Freddie Mercury.
Not Remy Malek. Is it Remy Malek?
Yeah.
Was it Rami Malek?
Rami Malek, maybe. But
Something Malek.
Yeah. But I remember he was on a show with Michael Rappaport years ago called The War at Home.
I remember that. Yeah.
And he was like the kid's best friend or whatever, but he was secretly in love with the guy. Yeah. And Michael Rappaport, if you know who Michael Rappaport is, Michael Rappaport's kind of he's a New Yorker, right? I mean, I like Michael Rappaport. He's a fantastic actor. He's a little annoying sometimes in his real life, but you know what? We'll give it to him, right?
We all are.
Yeah. But
he's a funny New York Jew.
Yeah. But if you watch this show, he's kind of an Archie Bunker-esque character.
Yeah, like a modern day Archie Bunker.
Yeah. And so like Rami Malek is like this young 15-year-old gay kid. He comes out to Michael Rappaport. And it's like, why would you pick that person to come out to? That doesn't make any damn sense.
Michael Rappaport was in a pretty good heist movie in the early 2000s called Comic Book Villains.
What?
That's the one with I haven't
DJ Qualls and Donald Logue.
Donald Logue, yes.
Yeah, it's these two stores. Michael Rappaport plays the owner of one store, and Donald Logue plays the owner of the other one. And they both come up with these like ingenious plans to steal this like $1 million comic book collection. And just like a heist movie, everything goes wrong for both of them.
Well, yeah, they're idiots.
Oh yeah.
I have never heard of this. This sounds like
it's a good movie.
Yeah, really.
If you,
I didn't get to finish it, but yeah.
Is it better
What's it
than
called again?
Black Adam?
Comic Book Villains.
If you want to know about a real heist movie, fucking Black Adam, that'll waste your time.
What was that about Black Adam?
Oh, it'll rob you of your time. Speaking of heists, never mind.
I think we kind of knew that before it even came out.
Look, I watched it yesterday.
Did you finish it?
No.
Okay, yeah, I did.
They picked the perfect Dr. Fate and they wasted him.
He was grandpa the whole time. It was great. He was just everybody's grandpa. He was perfect.
They wasted him the whole time.
They did.
They should. Yeah, he should have been DC's Doctor Strange because that's what Dr. Fate is.
Right. Well, he should have just been DC's grandfather, and that's what he would have been the whole movie.
They would have wrote. They should have wrote him as Dr. Fate instead of
right.
So, did you like Aldous Hodge as Hawkman?
Yeah, I thought the acting was fine. Like, I thought the cast was great, but I just thought it was a waste of time.
I think it just should have been a Justice Society movie.
Well,
maybe
a lot of things.
Anyway, heists.
All right, yeah, heists.
We were robbed.
We were methodically robbed of our time and money by an entire movie studio.
That's
so is there any genre that a heist can't fit into? I mean, really, it's kind of an overall arching plot, right? That can be fit into almost anything.
On the first season of Andor,
I agree with that.
And Star Wars, Andor there was a big heist.
Yeah,
they robbed the Empire's payroll. That was a huge heist.
But does it have to be money that they're? I mean, we already know that because comic book villains were stealing comic books.
Chemicals are robbed for chemical warfare. Diamonds.
Is Shrek considered a heist movie because they have to break in and steal the princess from the dragon?
No, that's a rescue.
But you said
that's an adventure.
But is it? Yeah. Is it a rescue?
Yeah, because usually in heist movies, they're not rescuing the money. They're stealing it from its
I
rightful
mean,
owner.
hypothetically, they're rescuing the money. It's trapped in there, not being used.
It's money. It's not a person.
Princess equals money.
Yeah.
So what do you
they
think?
get you the money.
Well, yeah, but the princess is being held against her will, and she actually has
Well,
cognitive
she's independent.
abilities to say, "Hey, I don't want to be here."
But is she being held against her will? Because she just seemed to be waiting for Prince Charming to show up, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
I mean, that was the whole
she was
plan. So
sit there. Wait, I think I'm trying to remember the sequels where they explained
you
it.
got to
like,
remember Shrek 2.
Everybody remember your Shrek lore.
Shrek lore, where
Did you? Oh, weird fact. Apparently, there's a Shrek rave in Detroit where they play
Really?
Shrek techno. Yeah, I want to fucking go, but nobody will go.
Shrek techno music. What is that? Smash Mouth on repeat?
Smash Mouth remix into a techno song.
Awesome. All right, let's get back to
Hey
Shrek.
now, hey now, you're an all-star.
Get paid.
Get your glow sticks out. Only the green glow sticks.
I am an look. I'm an
green.
awful human being.
I think we all are.
I have no emotions
think
towards
any
the
of us-
human
we should-
population.
Chad, if you do this, I'll come up to Detroit and do it with you. Go to that and cast from there.
And what from there? Oh, just
Podcast.
hell
Do
yeah.
a show.
Yes, I
That
am
would be
there.
awesome.
That's worth the
Hell yeah.
4-hour drive. I am
Yeah.
so
I'll be
there.
able to hear them though.
Yeah, I would totally. Yeah,
You
hell
don't
yeah.
have to
Basically,
hear us.
Chad doing this.
You won't have to hear us. We'll just do stupid shit in front of the camera.
If I dressed up as Shrek, and
No,
people
you
cosplay
gotta
it like
dress
people.
up as the pickle.
Oh yeah, I gotta go in as the pickle.
Oh god,
I
how
can be
many
Shrek.
people are
I'm
gonna think
built
that
more
you're
like Shrek
Shrek's
than you
dick?
are.
How many
All
people?
right, so we're talking about heists.
No, I'm looking. I'm looking at this comment right here.
You need to ask
I think
that.
an anti-heist
You need to
series.
ask that.
It's where they give the money back.
Well, yeah, it kind of is. You know what Mr. Robot actually is? And I might
TV
make
show.
Jake mad at me for that. It's Fight Club. It's
I remember it
It's-
now. I just never watched it.
it's Fight. Am I wrong, Mitch?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, you're correct. It's like an underground society rebelling against the norm kind of thing.
And
Yeah,
somebody's
but-
not real in it.
Yeah, that's
it-
all I'm going to tell you.
Was it the 60s?
I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, it's Fight Club. If you've watched it all the way to the end, you realize that it's basically Fight Club because they're going after this big, huge corporation, which is the evil corporation. You don't never
Aren't they always in movies?
They're all evil
No,
corporations.
no. It's called Evil Corporation. That's the name. They don't
They're
tell you the real
aptly
name
named.
of it.
I forgot that.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's great.
No, see, Mr. Robot is a hyperlink intersexual series. I don't care how you dress it up. It was Fight Club, Jake. It was,
Yeah, and you find out at the end that the entire time Christian Slater's character was just a poor man's Jack
Spoilers!
Nicholson.
spoilers.
You know, I haven't even
Spoilers.
Christian
Watched it.
Slater's a poor Jack Nicholson.
I
I
watched the whole
just
show.
started Carnival, and I'm trying not to get that spoiled for me.
Oh,
The Great Depression happens.
Oh, fuck! Now I can't watch it because I'm already depressed enough. I'm greatly depressed.
something
No,
about that era,
yeah.
right? The Dust Bowl era. That's
Yeah.
what
I
did like
know,
about
yeah.
that show. It's
Like during the
there needs to
Depression.
be more stuff set
The-
during the Dust Bowl.
The
era.
midget guy, the little guy, is the guy from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dancing Man.
Yeah, the dancing man.
Michael
I was-
J. Anderson.
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's the guy. He's not in any heist movies, I don't think. But okay, so see,
He
you did
could
bring up
be.
the topic. What do you mean that a heist can be transferred to any genre? Name a horror
okay.
movie. Like, describe a horror movie with a heist.
All right.
Frontiers.
I haven't seen it, but that's fair. I don't know what you were holding up, so I couldn't be like.
I don't
"Oh."
want to make. Okay, you want me to come on and address that? I don't want to make this an intellectual heist. No, because I don't want to spoil it for other people. Because I did like Mr. Robot.
I don't know. I feel like
that's the
he's going to
thing.
call me out on my misogynistic attitude.
No, he's talking to me because I said Mr. Robot's Fight Club, and if you strip it down, come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
See, if you and Jake need to
Come on,
like take
Jake.
this outside, if you need to go out into the fog, you can.
No, it's a better written Fight Club. Let me maybe.
Oh, you shut up.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Did I say
Yeah.
Fight Club was written bad? Did any see? Why do you make assumptions? Just because something is written better doesn't mean that something else is bad. It just
No.
means
Yeah, but you're saying it's
something else is better.
that the show Mr. Robot is a better written Fight Club than Fight Club. Because you're saying that Mr. Robot is just Fight Club in that it's better written, therefore it is a better written Fight Club, in your opinion, to the original Fight Club.
It is a better. Golly, see,
This
this
is why
really
I-
hard to explain this without talking. Have you watched the whole series?
No,
Mitch?
only like
Ah!
the first season or two, maybe, and I was like, oh, there's better shit on TV to watch.
All right, so I do want to know though. See,
You're null and void. Any opinion you have right now.
name
is null and void.
name a
But the
genre.
best written Fight Club is Fight Club.
Did you
Until you
guys
watch
know
Mr.
that
Robot.
Chuck Palahniuk, the guy that wrote Fight Club, all the money that he made from that and several of his other screenplays was stolen by his accountant?
Really?
Yes.
That's an accountant's job, is to steal your money.
Yes.
Because
So
their
you
jobs are basically,
Yours.
yeah.
See, that
Over-
makes you- that makes
Over
you
$30
sad.
million gone.
Oh my God.
Good lord. Speaking
That's a
of
heist.
heist,
He was
yeah,
on
kidding.
Joe Rogan last year and was talking about it.
Why would
How
he
do you
go on there?
protect yourself from that?
What, going on Joe Rogan's? I guess saying no.
Say what you will about Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's off the cuff sometimes.
Do not
but
say
at
he's
least-
fucking
at
smart.
least-
I will kill
No,
you.
no, no.
I like Joe Rogan.
What do you have
But he
against
will
Joe
ask-
Rogan?
But he's not afraid to ask questions. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. What do you have against Joe Rogan?
Me?
Uh-oh, Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a fucking idiot who gets high and tries to be all philosophical. All
But
the
don't
time.
you agree that
Have
he's
you
a hell of
ever
he's
met a
he's
person that gets
an
high?
incredible
I
interviewer?
see you, Jake.
No, that
He's not afraid to ask the questions that nobody else will ask, and he calls bullshit on everybody's bullshit, even his own. Name one person in the entertainment industry globally that does that.
What? That calls everybody out?
Nobody. That calls himself out on bullshit as well
Oh.
as everybody else.
Yeah. When he finds out what he said was bullshit, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I said
Yeah.
that bullshit."
And when he fucks up, he comes out and tells you he fucked up and he apologizes for it.
Yeah, and in the getting high and philosophical, like, have you ever met a person that gets high? They're always philosophical. Well, depending on the drug, but
Sometimes they're not a good philosophical.
Like
though.
I would have so
no,
much
no,
more
I mean-
respect for a politician. Like if Bill Clinton would have came out and said, "Yeah, she gave a great blowjob. I fucked up. I'm sorry," and moved on, they would have probably elected him 6 or 7 times in a row. If they just told
What
the
do you-
truth,
like as if the blowjob would have stopped him from being elected.
well,
I mean, come on.
you know
the
what
only
I
thing
mean.
that stopped him from being elected was
well,
terms.
the problem that
Term
people
limits.
always forget about him getting a blowjob wasn't
Yes,
that he
Russell
got
Brand,
a
I
blowjob.
agree, Jake. I agree.
Yeah,
Except
I
for
would agree.
Russell Brand has a tendency to change his freaking tune and not apologize for it too. Though he said some stuff and then he starts some shit and then comes back and be like, "Oh, we should all be friendly with each other."
Well, he
So-
apologizes with a joke.
Yeah,
but, what people
I
always
can listen
forget-
to these guys and be all right. Yeah, we're heisting they're heisting the conversation.
We're heisting the
man.
conversation.
But no, okay. When I was holding up,
Anyway,
this is a comic book because Indie Comics Network. This is an indie comic. It was a volume 1 called Kaiju Score.
Oh
what
shit,
it's
that looks
about-
awesome. Who's that by?
What this is by? Well, it was Aftershock, so there's probably not going to be a volume 2. Anyway,
No, they're doing okay,
I'm
maybe.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have no idea. That was just a joke. This is by
Burn.
James. This is by James. I think it's written by James Patrick, who did Grim Fairy Tales, Death Comes to Dillinger, The Monsters of Jimmy Crumb. None of which I've heard. Except Grim.
Grim Fairy Tales is a Zenscope title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I should know. I have it.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it that
Zenescope.
one? Are we
Grim
positive
Fairy
it's
Tales.
that one?
yeah. Grim Fairy Tales.
It could be. I know a few of the cover artists that work
Yeah.
for Zenescope.
Yeah,
Great
I
too,
get that.
so.
It could be, but I mean, come on now. It is.
Let's text. Let's text
let's say-
Raven Gregory. Let's ask him if he knows. Hey,
I was going to say, Raven's one of the writers.
yeah.
But just well,
Yeah.
he might
Anyway,
know this guy, right?
I
I
want
have
to hear
Greg
more.
Watson's phone number.
But it's
Yeah,
like saying, "Oh, look, he
called our
wrote,
Zenscope buddies.
look, he did Alice in Wonderland." Oh, well, that's Alice in Wonderland for Zenescope, but it's actually Alice in Wonderland for like Omnipress or something like that. It doesn't say. That's my point.
Anyway, what's Kaiju Score about? Because I'm genuinely
Anyway,
curious.
and then it's drawn by Rim Brew, the end times of Bram and Ben and Terminal Protocol. Once again, I don't know.
I don't know.
Never
any
heard of
but
that.
I know that.
But I will
What's
be
the writer's
interested in
name again?
It's in the inside cover. It usually
No,
says
because it has a different name on the front. James Patrick, I think.
And who's the artist?
Rim Brew. BROO.
Rim Brew?
REM? Like REM?
Yeah, yeah.
Brew. BROO.
Never heard of him.
Let me see if I can't pull this up. Yeah, get a good look at this art. Anyway, so the context of it is basically kaijus, Godzillas and whatever the case is. You know what a kaiju is.
Why did you not bring this up
If you don't,
yesterday?
why are you watching this show? But anyway, so they do come up on they kind of gauge the cycles on when these monsters make land, like as far as like the fish coming in at a certain time and things like that. Oh, there's another kaiju score.
Aha! It is the Zenscope
Yeah.
Grim Fairy Tales. He does. Anyway, continue.
Now that great, I can rest easy tonight.
I just
He
have to
kind of
wait for
reminds
Greg
me
Mo
of
to notice.
who was the artist on Chew?
Rob Gilroy.
Yeah.
No,
Kind
I
of
don't know
reminds me
him.
of his artwork.
He's a great artist.
Rob
Yeah.
Gilroy is one of my favorite
It's very
artists.
similar.
I
As
don't know.
T knows.
I don't know Rob Hillary at all
No,
whatsoever.
I know.
Chew?
Have you heard
What's
of-
Chew?
Have you ever read Chew?
You've never heard of Chew? That was like a huge
Oh.
indie title.
You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right?
I was about to say. I'm like, guys, really? We're buddies. We have the same. We have the same one. That's how we bonded.
Well, when you have it behind a black curtain, I don't really know
He
this back
saw
there.
It, no, but he saw it last week. He said something, so you can see it. You just haven't seen it. Anyway, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it does kind of.
In fact, Rob,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob is the first one that I that ever looked at my portfolio actually.
Oh, cool.
That man is
Because
so
I
nice.
have access to him because I'm in Louisiana.
You know, it's interesting because looking at the way he does his thumbs, there was an artist, he passed away about 10 years ago. His name was Carlos Meglia. He was from Argentina.
Those-
And
Oh yes,
see, if you're a fan, you know who he is, right?
I do.
Carlos Meglia?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It reminds
He's
me of
Anywhere
with
reminds
Roberto
me of
Ramos
that.
and
Yeah. Francisco Herrera. Yeah.
it reminds me of Number One with a Bullet.
yeah.
The artist.
We
we were just talking
Jorge
about Jorge Corona. That
Yes.
okay.
Greg
we talked about him
just
the other day.
messaged
That's,
me back. He says,
Francisco
"I don't
Herrera.
know.
Yep. I've got that.
You don't know who you work for."
Dude, Zenscope has so many people.
Wait, who?
Like,
What?
I messaged Greg Bill Watson. You know, the earlier question: does James Patrick write for Zenescope? You know, did he do Grimm's Fairy Tales? He says, "I don't know."
oh, so this is about
Well, you
them-
have to know him. He's kind of absent-minded. Anyway,
fair.
go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, so it's interesting. So basically, so they're mapping out when a certain type of fish that this certain type of kaiju eats, and when they're going to come on land and they're going to evacuate the city because it's a common thing. So they're waiting for the city to pretty much be evacuated so they can go in there and rob a bank. And it was interesting because I read this. I got this a couple of years ago from a comic book store in Florida. And then, like 6 months afterwards, Army of the Dead came out. And I felt like it was like the same. It's not the same thing exactly, but it's almost like the same concept. You're talking about pulling off a heist in the middle of a disaster, which is,
Yeah.
zombies. So
I mean, that's what everybody does during a zombie apocalypse. They all go rob the grocery stores or take toilet paper if it's COVID.
well, but it wasn't. But was
That's
it
not a
Army of the
heist,
Dead? It
that's
wasn't.
just
But the
writing.
smart folks heist, steal all the pain medication and all the stuff.
Yeah, but
that's
that
gonna be
wasn't-
valuable.
Have you guys
Guns.
seen Army of the Dead on Netflix? Dave Bautista.
I think I slept through
Yes.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
well,
tried to
listen,
watch it.
I'm not saying it's fantastic.
I knew it
but
was
damn.
there. There's
But
a dead
I don't-
pixel in it.
It's not like a. It's. It's not a zombie. It's not like the whole world is not zombie apocalypse. Motherfucker, man.
See?
Am I,
Oh no,
can
the
you hear
fog
me?
got him. Oh no.
Run away!
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can
you.
hear
Okay.
you,
That's
but we can't see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
watch.
see.
This is what you get when you try to see me. Oh,
Oh
every
no,
time
put it
it's-
away.
What the hell are you doing?
He's arriving.
He's,
Looks like he's
a
arriving.
Oh no.
Ah!
He's finishing up. Get a towel.
Shut up.
Need a
Nita
moist
comes
towelette.
running in. Get in the tub! Get in the tub, the fog's coming!
What is the deal with that? That's like the second time it does it. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
now we
God.
see you when you have a.
Oh,
bizarre
nice,
smirk.
Jake.
Kid.
Nice.
Ah,
That was good,
Nice.
Jake.
I was
Well
like, I don't know
played,
why.
sir. Well played.
Oh man, I got to get a different computer or something. I don't know what the deal is with that because it's not streaming, right? You can hear me,
Yeah.
yeah, we can.
but
hear you.
no, but
Probably
it was
just
the same.
camera.
It wasn't a zombie apocalypse. It was just Las Vegas, right? That was they ended up quarantining it, and so basically they're like trying to break into Vegas to get to the big casino to steal from the big casino because there's all this money in it, which is an interesting concept actually. But
You
I
know,
think
they
I like the
They have
kaiju with
casinos
it.
in New Orleans and other places that aren't.
Yeah, we
But
have-
they
yeah,
weren't
overran
zombies.
Yeah.
They
You know
weren't
what, zombies
zombies.
and how much money are in those Vegas casinos? A lot of money.
A lot of fucking money, and there weren't zombies
No,
in
but
New Orleans. They
yeah,
were only in Vegas.
And how many
Which is
people are
weird
in
because
Vegas?
New Orleans where the voodoo comes from. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Chad. Go ahead. I just completely.
Oh, I was gonna say, and how
interrupted you.
many people are usually in Vegas? A lot during a zombie apocalypse. So yeah, I would rather go and rob a casino with actual living people than a casino in Vegas. with zombies. Like, because no, because God, some of them, especially if they were like, have you ever seen I Am a Hero or Reddit?
I am a hero.
Oh, so it's about Koto Hirano in a zombie apocalypse, and all the zombies, some of them have their they can talk and they act like regular people, and it's terrifying.
Huh.
Sounds like Return of the Dead.
Sort of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
It's
Return of the
actually
Dead. They were like setting up ambushes. And shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not, or like Warm Bodies where they
Send
have
more
where they pre-
cops.
but it wasn't, or Warm Bodies where you just love them to death, and it's great. I Am a Hero is great. It's very good. I recommend reading it. It's just Koto Hirano though, so the guy who did Hellsing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I know
just
Helsing.
he's the writer, an artist.
Wait a minute, what? One of the zombies literally shit posts on the forums.
That would be great if there was the 4chan zombie. They don't attack anything. They just sit at the computer typing trolly shit. That'd be
But
awesome.
it's interesting. But it's interesting to think that you have these heist movies that are, Frank Sinatra old, right? And you have them
Yeah.
that are like, and the fact is that they still captivate people. There's there's a show on Netflix right now that just came out with Giancarlo Esposito called Kaleidoscope.
Is that the one that you can watch in like any order?
Yeah, like I think if you can follow a color or you can watch it chronologically. Stephen King says you should watch it chronologically, so I'm going to pick a fucking color.
No, I would rather listen to Stephen King because I don't have time to watch a fucking color.
There is a chapter dedicated to 2-channel shit posting in I Am a Hero.
Is there? Oh man, I haven't Oh, all right then. I got some reading to do.
My
So.
gosh.
Look,
Oh, Like, what kind of shit posting can a zombie do? Because at the end of it, you're fucking dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Well, does he have his
That's
brain
it.
faculties left? Because
I'm
you
assuming.
do that.
If he's typing
you do,
on a computer, I would think he's got some kind of
They're
faculty.
talking
left.
about tentacle corn.
it's Japan.
Yeah. Hey.
Get in the tub.
Oh, wow.
Get in the
Wow.
but no, but you are right though. Like heist movies are they're exciting, and people. I mean, look at the Mission Impossible movies. They're heist movies, and they make tons of dollars. And he's gone.
He's gone.
Like,
He
all
has
right,
to get in
then.
that bathtub.
Oh.
Yes, again the bathtub. Get in the tub. We're never letting that down.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, it so cracks me up. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about,
I don't know what the hell. I was trying to fix my damn camera. No bathtub tonight, guys. Sorry. Why y'all? You like picturing me in the bathtub? Is that it? That's what it is.
That's where I thought you were fixing the camera from.
That's what we were hoping for.
Live from the port.
You're hoping to steal our eyes. Feel like, hey, I heisted you with
sitting
my
on the
body.
toilet to talk to you while I'm waiting for a foggy tornado to go by. The zombies in the series are more like a collective consciousness, but let's return to the heist that doesn't involve brains.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of heists, zombie movies are like heist movies because they're stealing people's brains. They're robbing people of their brains unwillingly.
There you go. There's one way to reach.
Yeah, there you go. There's horror movie logic right there.
Jason Tub Stream. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Tub Stream.
Yeah. But, you know,
another, I guess you could call it a heist movie. I fucking forgot the name of it now, but it takes place in a storage unit where this girl and her friend are trying to break into
storage
take
ones.
her belongings out of her boyfriend's storage unit because they broke up, and he won't let her go take her stuff out. So she's just going to break into it in the middle of the night. Well, come to find out, another storage unit has a monster in it, and it gets let out. And it's a British movie. I can't remember the name of the movie.
That sounds awesome.
Because that sounds kind of like that reminds me of the Cabinet of Curiosities.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same one. No, this one was like they actually tried to break in and take it, and there's like a bunch of other characters that are locked in.
Like it would be a Tales from the Dark Side or a Monsters kind of story, you know?
Yeah.
But
no, Monsters was the Rob Zombie movie. Wrong.
No, we're not talking about that Monsters. We're talking about the series that used to come on. You ever saw that? The Monsters? No. Every week it would be a different monster. I know that's hard to believe.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's for free on
Tubi, huh?
On Freevee.
Freevee?
Oh, you want to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some crazy stuff. It's some freaking corny stuff. What you remember that, huh, Rodney?
Oh yeah.
Months used to have months like it used to come on after Star Trek: The Next Generation. Yeah, Star Trek: The Next Generation, then Monsters, then Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, yeah. Monsters was actually a spin-off of Tales from the Dark Side. Yeah, kind of. When Tales from the Dark Side ended, it kind of kept it going as Monsters.
Wow, thanks, Rodney.
What happened?
He sent me a picture of a tub and somebody hiding in it.
The movie I was telling you about the storage unit is Storage 24.
Oh, all right.
That sounds familiar.
I want to hear that.
It wasn't that bad actually. You know, it's kind of a creature feature quality, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think anything, as long as there's a plan to break into somewhere and take something, I think it could classify as a heist, right?
What about if you're planning to break into a prison and steal a person?
Prison break?
Yeah, like that. Would that be considered a heist?
I thought about that.
Sort of, maybe.
But kind of, right? I mean, the only thing I could say is maybe the person, I don't know. I mean, the person doesn't want to be there, right? So... Let's say,
just the comments.
Look, Jason Takes Manhattan is a heist movie. And stole Jason.
Wait, so does that mean that archaeologists are heist? Like, are they robbers? Because
so technically,
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, that's a heist movie.
World War
The
II was a
Mummy
heist war. Come
Oh
on.
no!
Oh my
they-
gosh! Did you see that? Have you seen that where
They still
now
keep
it's coming
lives.
out that basically Raiders of the Lost Ark was pointless because Indiana Jones didn't do anything?
Oh yeah, the outcome would have been the same anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, like when they
they're-
opened that arc,
oh-
they would have just died.
the only thing that really Indy helped was let the United States government get a hold of the Ark.
Yeah.
Other than
That,
that,
he didn't do
everything
anything.
was
Thanks,
been the same.
Indy.
Actually, if
Yeah.
you actually cut him out of that movie, it still makes sense.
Well,
I've
Yeah,
heard
but it'll be a
it-
Nazi movie.
It's better for the
Yeah.
Americans to have the Ark than the Nazis.
Is it though?
Well, yeah,
But they
because-
they weren't going to have the Ark anyway because they killed themselves, the dumbasses.
Yeah.
They
Well,
opened the Ark.
Yeah, and if,
But you see,
and if
Indy was
Indy
smart
didn't
enough
even
not
get
to
the
look
Ark-
inside of it because he knew the rules.
There you go.
Yeah, but
Right first.
but when he did the
Archaeology is legal
poll-
cultural heisting.
Yes.
the pole
there you
and
go.
the jewel thing, where he found out where the Ark was. If he wouldn't have done anything, they would never have gotten the Ark to begin with.
That is true.
No, but they would have gotten it from
Uncharted. Is a
they would have
great
figured it out from when
or
they got the
great video games.
medallion from her.
But
Right?
they
No,
set
it
it
was
up
the
as
pole.
it was the ultimate treasure
the-
hunt.
Yeah,
The
it was
ultimate
length of
goal-
the pole.
The ultimate
Okay.
treasure was
Yeah,
the,
but the pole, but
the Holy
the
Grail.
medallion fit on top of the pole, right?
Yeah, but it was the same medallion. It's just because there's that scene where Indy and John Rhys Davis, I always forget his character's name, are talking.
Sala.
They're like, "Oh yeah, the pole's too long. That's why it's taking them so long to find it." Then he goes in and
Oh, okay. So it's
My
all
wife does
Indy's
that
fault that they
because
got
it's
to the damn
long.
Ark in the first place.
yes,
So the only thing Indy,
thanks, Indy.
the only thing Indy did
Thanks,
right
Indy
was not
Comics.
tell him to leave the thing closed. Wait, he did tell him to leave it closed. They didn't listen to
Yeah.
him, right?
Yep.
So damn
And
it.
he told
You're
Marion
lucky
not
they
to.
were
No matter
dumbasses.
what you do, don't open your eyes. Don't look at it.
Well,
Did you
know what
guys-
Yeah, go ahead.
So speaking of archaeology, Indiana Jones, we can no longer call mummies mummies. We have to call them mummified persons now. So I just want everybody to be politically correct.
Thank you.
I don't give.
Fine.
They're all dead. What are they going to do?
Look, I just want to say, just remember that when you're being chased by a mummy, just remember you have to say mummified person. Okay? Just be conscious of their pronouns and what they identify as, okay?
And just in case you're watching us on Facebook, whether we do not refer to a mummified person by their, anyway.
Yeah. Please be respectful. Also,
And that's
Uncharted
okay.
are great heist games as well because they
That's right.
Drake goes in and fucking steals stuff.
There's another great heist comic that I want to talk about when we come back.
Is it tied?
That's he's stealing something not quite physical.
Is it going to the
so,
chapel? Okay, continue. Go on. We'll go.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics, the fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Indie Comics Network on YouTube. Check it out. Special guests, great comic talk, good times. See you there.
Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comic Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
We're awesome. All three of us got up at the same time, and then we all came back here at the same time.
Yeah.
And you
Hey,
brought
I'll
a
talk
guest.
about Heist. I'll be right back.
Oh no. So all right, we're supposed to be
We got that shit timed out.
oh yeah, it looks like See the Fog Tick. So what are your guys' favorite heist movies?
Oh man. It's hard to say because they're so different. Like I love The Town, but I also love Ocean's 11. Guess it just depends on what you're in the mood for.
Right.
I guess my three would be comic book villains, the original Italian Job with Michael Caine, and Inception, because I think Inception could be considered a heist movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
How
because the whole plot is they're trying to break into someone's brain to retrieve information.
It better be. I put it in the montage. Yeah, I would consider it a
each
heist
member of
movie.
the team, just like a heist movie, each member of the team has their own skills. That kind of brings to the overall plan.
All a plan to go in there, and they were hijacking the company, right?
Yeah.
Is John Wick considered a heist movie?
Why? Because he steals a lot of people's lives?
Yeah, like over a dog. I mean, I get it.
Hey! If anyone kills a dog, then they deserve to die. I'm sorry,
bro. My dog's right here. I get it. Yeah, like I would rather watch a person die than watch a dog die. Like, come on.
I don't know about that.
But just like when you take like Inception, where you're taking the heist genre or the heist plot line, and you're kind of moving it into a surreal, like Jake said, fantastical place. There's a comic book by Joshua Williamson who did Birthright, Nailbiter. I think
Robin.
He did Robin, right?
And Nailbiter, yeah.
Yeah.
Nailbiter is what made his big. I think that was like his breakthrough.
Nailbiter, yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. I think it might be Birthright.
No, but Nailbiter came.
Nailbiter did come first. But I'm about to tell you something that came before that. Was Ghosted.
Oh.
Which was about a guy who was basically cursed, but they hired him to go in and steal like 12 ghosts.
Man, Jake is on fire.
Yeah, God. Who is this man?
Jake, we need a comedy book or movie where some extraordinary heisters execute a job at a to steal someone's superior genes to a rich woman contractor.
I like this guy.
That's a fantastical plot.
That is. Hell yeah. That'd be great. You need to get all the you know what? There was the blonde-haired, blue-eyes joke in there, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you better not, especially with your bald head.
Hey, Chad, what is it with you and Nazis and Aryans tonight? It's kind of weird.
Well, have you seen my hair?
He's got a new tattoo he can't show.
I can't show you a tattoo.
Is
Somebody did bring up Uncharted, though, and I do have the compass on my wrist or my arm.
Huh, that's very cross-like with right angles.
That's very Aryan looking.
I'm not reading that one, Jake. But yeah.
No, we talked about Indiana Jones and all those, and Nazis are anyway.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and Jake, that's
can we
very
say that?
easy
Wait,
to fix.
we have to say Yahtzees or not no C's, right? Something like that now, right?
German socialist, that's what I say.
German. Oh wow.
We can say pug.
Damn it.
What? That's what the word means.
What about goose steppers? Goose steppers.
That's too on the nose, probably.
I think you can use that because I have no idea what that means.
So what?
You don't know
That's
what
how
goose
they
stepper
walked.
means?
So
Yeah,
would a
Goose step
breaking? Okay, so question.
Oh, I
Would
got
a
you.
Would a fantasy show about? Would a fantasy movie about going into like a dragon's lair to steal treasure be considered a heist?
Yes.
Yeah,
That last Harry
if the
Potter
entire
movie.
point is just to steal the treasure and nothing else, yeah. And there's a
What
team
about-
of specially trained people.
What about breaking into a castle to steal the princess's virginity?
Are we
I've
talking
seen
about?
that movie.
Are we
It's called
talking
a
about
porno.
Cinderella?
No, that sounds like Robin Hood, Prince of Tights. Is what it sounded like.
Prince of
Or Men in Tights. Prince of Tights. Men in Tights.
Men in Tights.
Men in tights.
Robin
Prince
Hood,
of
Men in
Thieves is
Tights.
what you're thinking of.
Yeah, well, that's what it was that's what it was spoofing, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking of, Rodney?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think he's got the key. She's got the chastity belt, but
Prince
it's the
of
wrong
Tights.
key.
Yeah.
It's a Prince of Tights.
Stop typing on my computer.
So would that mean that
What
the
did Dave
Hobbit
Chappelle's early work at that?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah.
was Desolation of Smog considered a heist movie?
Actually, you know what? I guess the Hobbit in itself would be considered a heist.
Yeah.
Well,
Would it be a reverse
They're
heist
trying to
because they
re-steal
have
the
to
kingdom.
deliver? Actually, Lord of the Rings would because you have to deliver a ring.
That's not really a heist, though. They have to steal something to be a heist.
It's a reverse heist.
It's a
yeah,
reverse
but the
heist.
whole thing about the whole thing about Bilbo Baggins that they had him was because he was supposed to be a thief.
Right, because he's short and small, and that's stereotypical and offensive.
That's it. But he was hanging out with a bunch of dwarves, so I mean, I guess it wasn't that.
And
That's
a
it.
very
Hey,
tall
thief.
old man. Oh no,
Well, very tall elves, too.
very tall elves. And Orlando Bloom for some reason.
Although he wasn't even
He's not even in the book.
alive. Yeah.
Oh, he's not. No, I think
Was
he's
he not even alive either in the book?
No, I
like-
think he was a kid.
Yeah, but in all honesty,
Yeah, if I remember
in
correctly.
the Hobbit, I don't think he was around. And then all they talked about
He
was
wasn't
the
even
Mirkwood Elves,
mentioned in the
right?
book. He wasn't
Yeah.
mentioned.
That
Yeah,
was
but the
just
Mirkwood Elves were also kind of greenish too, weren't they? Or
Yeah, the only person that
So-
was mentioned, if I remember, was Gimli was mentioned. He was the only one that was mentioned from The Hobbit.
that's because his cousin Mumbafa or
Is yeah, it was
No.
one of the
they went to the grave that they went to in Lord of the Rings before the Balrog was Gimli's cousin. He was one of the ones. Oh, golly, what is his name?
Dwalin.
Dwalin, was it Dwalin?
Is it Dwalin? Ballin?
It might have been Ballin. I think it might have been
Yeah.
Ballin.
He's balling for money.
Balling for dollars. Oh, that's bowling.
Should we talk of the fattest fan heist of the century? That is the Token Society. No, we're not talking about that.
Aww. I like.
I was like,
Tolkien.
I didn't even bother watching the show. I'm not that
I
huge
didn't
of a
either.
Tolkien fan.
I
do- I mean-
I don't even bother watching it.
I
'Cause-
didn't either.
Because, like, I mean, even with the stuff that they've changed with, the new show, or even not counting that, I don't think every single thing that Tolkien touched needs to be adapted. Like, I'm one of those
Oh,
people
no.
that
Let's
only
follow.
adapt it if you can do a good job. Don't adapt it just, because there were movies 20 years ago and you're trying to capitalize on it.
Mhm.
Especially since the Rings of Power, very little of it is from Tolkien's work, and the rest of it is just, "Hello, can I talk?"
Oh
Well, the
my
whole thing-
goodness!
the whole thing
hello,
about it
buddy.
is they were not even trying to. They weren't really trying to live up to Tolkien, no matter what they changed.
Yeah,
They were trying to compete or try to have their own Game of Thrones,
yeah.
and the Witcher.
and it's like wrong. Yeah, well, I've watched The Witcher. I'm not impressed with The Witcher.
Yeah, because what they should have done,
Watch
if they
the first
really
season,
wanted
like
to
that.
do that, if they really wanted to compete with
I'm also playing
Game of
Witcher.
Thrones, they could have just done a Lord of the Rings miniseries that was adapting the books, because it's been 20 years. So
It
you
turned into
can,
a dog.
yeah. Well, I'm behind a dog. It's
Oh.
been 20 years, so enough time has passed to do a reboot or or another adaptation. They should have just done.
Dan, give him some
Rings.
attention.
I will give him attention after the show.
I'm thinking that.
I'm
thinking
paying
that
you.
issue, though,
Look.
To come up with another Lord of the Rings.
Good boy.
Those movies are iconic. For instance, for somebody like Chad, who was what about 11 when those movies came out?
That what it came in 2011 or 2001?
2001. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was 11.
Yeah. Okay.
14.
So
Lost
for somebody
number
like that, and you're still
Thanks.
trying to reach that demographic, trying to remake those movies, it would always just be based. The only way that you can have a Lord of the Rings series based on the books is if 10, 20 years down the road now, and Elijah Wood has to age somehow.
And you also have to make them like 30 fucking hours long.
Elijah Wood hasn't aged in 35
I know everybody's
years.
like, oh man, these it's not like the books. But then I'm reading the book and I'm like, bro, there's a reason why they cut a lot of stuff out of the movies and they're still good.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they should have. I'm just saying that if they really wanted to compete with Game of Thrones using Tolkien, they should have just done a Lord of the Rings TV series instead of coming up with all this bullshit about Galadriel being a warrior and.
Yeah, I heard they changed it a lot. I said.
Yeah, and dwarf women are supposed to have beards. Where's the fucking beards on the women?
They say, and they were saying,
circus.
that's the first ever dwarf woman on screen. But no, it's not. There's a dwarf woman in The Hobbit. In the flashback scene when Smaug comes out of the mountain, you see, in fact, I think it might have been Peter Jackson's wife with the beard.
She's a dwarf?
As a dwarf, yeah. But not a real dwarf. They weren't real dwarves.
They did movie magic. They made them
the
look
dwarves
like
that they don't have dwarfism. They're dwarves. They're like, dwarf is actually like a certain type of creature, as it were.
It's
not really
it's a Norse folk creature.
Yeah.
I mean,
the arch enemy of the troll.
I hope we all know what a dwarf is.
I had an uncle who was one.
Oh, I mean, I'm 5'3". I'm almost considered a dwarf.
I have a picture of him up there.
Oh, awesome. But the Lord of the Rings TV show is a huge heist. They just wanted to take all of our money.
So our Dungeons and Dragons
had my money.
Yeah.
I have a subscription to HBO Max.
So can we say that most Dungeons and Dragons campaigns are heists?
Absolutely.
I mean, basically.
Well,
I'd argue.
Well, yeah, because they steal your entire weekend.
They steal your weekend. They steal.
One weekend? What were you playing, Ron?
They steal your soul.
Just round
monsters.
A good campaign lasts 2 or 3 years.
Some of my campaigns would last months, but most of the people that I played with sucked. So they did not like my characters. We'll get into that later.
What kind of characters did you have?
I made an orc that invented the steel folding chair, and he used wrestling moves. And I also used a harpy who was the priest of Pelor, and he found out the religion Pelor was fake, so he decided to make his own religion, which was Christianity. Yeah, my D&D people group did not enjoy me at all.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Move along.
Right.
Move along.
Anyway, you asked. But yes, you are right. I think D&D campaigns would be considered heist movies because everybody has to get together and plan how they are going to either steal a treasure or steal a woman or steal a dog. I don't know. So, but the other thing is that does steal everybody's time as well because nobody knows how to fucking play properly. So you end up just stealing and wasting a lot of time.
You know what? Okay, whose fault is that?
Probably the DMs or the fact that I'm either really drunk or not paying attention.
No, and I don't mean it like that. I mean the damn system for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Dungeons
that's a
and
huge
Dragons,
heist too.
Yeah, the dice system for Dungeons and Dragons gets complicated after a freaking while. And so you, especially if you decide you're going to drink during a campaign,
yeah,
by the end of it, man, Well, that's what I liked about Vampire. It was a freaking strictly 10-sided die system, right? That was it.
You could also use playing cards too.
I'm simple, man. Come on, I'm not a mathematician.
You could use actually.
Die.
You can use playing cards too. Oh no, sorry.
Okay, speaking of heists,
yeah.
Shouldn't we consider rom-coms heist because you're trying to steal somebody's heart?
I hate you. That's
but
every
you're not
Hallmark
doing it with
movie,
us. But no, because if you're doing it with other people, that's a porn hub.
So wait, so would you say that?
All right, you're the fluffer. You're
Pornhub.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Pornhub. So
Pornhub.
Pornhub is all heist movies, is what you're saying.
Not all of them.
Well, you're not necessarily trying to win anybody's heart on Pornhub. You're trying to win something else.
Only when there's multiple participants.
Not everything on Pornhub is a heist movie. Some of them are family dramas.
Keep it in the family.
Which look at the demographics on that.
This is what we get when we get somebody from the damn After Hours network to come over here on here.
You're welcome.
You gotta bring up corn and everything else.
Bruh, I have to promote our end.
Damn degenerates.
Yeah, join us if you want to hear all of this stuff. Join us on
with
the
that
Dark channel.
Yes, and with that, go and join the Indie Comics Network After Hours YouTube.
Yeah, go press that like button. Man, you'll be scarred for life. We're
Watch
doing
those
our Valentine's.
shows.
Look, see, Jake put it out for us. The fluffer, the Sido, the deviant, the interceptor, and the stepsister.
The stepsister and the washing machine to get tucked in.
Jizz Mopper. We got Jizz Mopper.
Oh, Jizz Mopper.
That's actually a profession. Just imagine being that guy.
There's also the one that hooks up the hose to the penis to ejaculate too.
What?
Wait, you don't? Okay, so that's a real thing. So, you know what? We'll get into that later. Okay, let's talk about heist.
Okay.
All right, so anyway.
Let's get into this right now.
No,
yeah, because I'm like, how am I going to talk about this backstage? So, Chad, about that dick hose. I mean,
Anyway, heists.
Yeah, heist. Let's talk about heist.
How are you heisting that semen again?
So, actually, would it be because when you're like, gonna orgasm onto a woman's face, they're stealing the semen?
Actually, the camera operator occupation hazard. Anyway.
I mean, it's true.
Wait, how did the camera operator get red eye?
It's
we went from heist to facials, but
yeah. But golly, now I don't even want to say what I'm about to say. But the other one is, I guess it's a heist movie, but it's kind of like an anti-heist movie. And then it was Christopher Plummer, Jodie Foster, Gerard Butler, or was it Clive Owen? I get those two confused. I think it was Clive Owen. And Denzel Washington, Inside Man.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen it.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
There's another Inside Man on Netflix that I don't know what that's about, but
that's actually really good.
They actually do a really good job.
Weeks ago.
Yeah,
Stanley Tucci.
Is Stanley Tucci in it?
Stanley Tucci and David Tennant. Yeah.
David Tennant.
Oh, you're talking about the other Inside Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. David Tennant's fantastic.
Yeah,
he's freaking phenomenal.
It's only 3 episodes, but I think it was just the first season. But God damn, it was really good.
Inside Male.
yeah. Nice. But that's what came to mind when I saw that on Netflix was the Clive Owen one. But yeah, but that
was done by Spike Lee, wasn't it?
Which one?
The Clive Owen Inside Man.
It might be. Yeah,
because for a while there he was doing these very obscure for him movies. Not obscure themselves, but movies that you wouldn't see him directing. I think that was one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're right, though, because it had Denzel Washington in it. Yeah, it is a Spike Lee movie.
Okay, I was going to say
because there's a difference between a Spike Lee movie and a Spike Lee joint.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, this is true. I'm trying to see though if it was produced by him or if he directed it.
I think he directed it.
Oh, don't Google Inside Man. You get something totally different.
The Cincinnati Comic Expo is not fucking around, boys and girls.
What are they doing?
Uh-oh.
They
Are they
just
stealing your
announced
money?
Christina Ricci's going to be there. Last week, they announced Jim Lee and Scott Williams.
Oh shit!
They are not playing around.
No.
Yeah,
that would
SC
kinda
this
go
year is
down.
going to have Billy
Christina
West.
Ricci.
Yeah, he was a
That'd be
director.
cool to see too. I would like to meet Billy West. I'd like to
Well,
meet.
come down to South Carolina in April.
I don't know. You'll probably kill me.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know.
I'll make sure you meet Billy West before I do.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
to
that.
me, to be honest with you, Rodney, to me, Scott Williams and Jet Li are like higher tier than Christina Ricci now because she was at some freaking off the wall Mississippi Con.
Oh, was she?
It was like, wow. It's like, my goodness, that hasn't gone
Well, she.
well.
I mean, she was in.
No
She was in Wednesday, and then she's in the Yellow Jackets, so she's working again. There was a long period where
Oh, yeah,
she
she's
wasn't
a good
working.
actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on Wednesday.
I think she was
I
a
know.
teacher or something, wasn't she?
No, she
There's
played.
a whole story there.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish Wednesday, Chad?
No, I lost my Netflix.
Oh.
I didn't care enough to start because like the only thing people are the only thing people are talking about from is that stupid dance number. That's like the only thing people are talking about, and I'm like, is there more to the show? I mean, is there a
No.
plot?
No.
I mean, there
Yeah,
is.
it's a Riverdale
Harry Potter.
plot.
It's Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
It's
Dark
Edgar Allan Poe.
Academia.
It's Edgar Allan Poe. Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know the
Chad made me
school's like
watch that whole
Neverwhere or
show.
something.
I didn't make
Chad
you do
did-
shit.
Yes, you did.
No.
You told me how it wasn't bad, and I watched it.
And then you said it was bad because you don't like things.
But Rodney's watched it. Rodney likes it, right, Rodney?
What are we talking about?
About it Wednesday.
Yeah, I liked it.
But Rodney also, like, he agrees with me and we have good taste. You don't.
Well,
because y'all like.
Well, does he have good taste, or does he just not have taste, or
Is
does
that
he
what
not
it
have good
is?
taste?
Well,
Yeah, because
I
I
will
don't like
say that
anything.
I liked the first few episodes, but after about I don't know, maybe the fourth episode, it kind of became formulaic to me.
Is
So,
Tulsa King
I
considered
like
a
the
heist?
front half better than the second half.
Is what?
Tulsa King, is that considered a heist show? Because he's
well,
going in and stealing a bunch of people's money and stealing everybody's time and everything.
Oh, you know what's a heist movie we didn't talk about?
What?
Point Blank. Not Point Blank.
Point
Break.
Point Break.
Wow, you can't
Yes.
even
Oh,
say
that's
it.
a total heist movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no doubt.
I never saw
Well,
the
is
new
it
I don't think there is a new one.
is? I'm trying to think. There's multiple heists in that movie, though, right? It's not just like one heist because most
Yeah,
heist movies are just one heist that they're working through. Point.
yeah, they've been robbing
Breaks
banks
like
for
a
like
bunch.
3 years. They've been trying
Yeah.
to catch
Oh,
them
yeah.
for 3 years.
You know, there's a good anime that's a heist, Lupin the Third. If you're familiar. What? What's wrong with Lupin
Oh
the Third?
wow.
It
You know what?
depends
Y'all
on
get-
the.
Hold on, I
on
want to
the-
address something. Y'all give me some shit, but you people say some things about what y'all don't like.
Say some
And I'm
things.
saying, like, what?
I was
Wait,
just
Rodney,
being
you don't
silly.
like Lupin the Third?
I was being silly. You said
Oh.
anime.
He
and I
doesn't
went,
like anime.
Anime. Well, there you could be wrong. Whatever. Okay.
Well, see, there's the thing.
I never said I don't like
there's-
anime. I don't like a lot of the art styles. I think they're very basic and boring.
Well,
There's two different types of anime. There's
basic.
pre-Naruto anime and post-Naruto anime.
I agree.
Pre-Naruto anime is awesome.
Yes,
Post-Naruto anime is why the fuck are they making this?
correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm about to
Unless
say,
it's
'cause,
unless it's Chainsaw
like,
Man.
I was thinking, like, wait, there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's pre Naruto. What are you going with this? Not
No.
like Ninja Scroll and freaking
Akira,
Akira.
Ghost in the Shell,
yeah, I'm like,
Venus Wars.
but now that you
There's
said
that.
afterwards, I got
Sailor
you.
Moon.
Well, I don't know. Full Metal Alchemist had good artwork to it.
I mean, there's been some
Outstanding.
good post Naruto anime. It's just most of it's just
It's just all
garbage,
bland. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Demon Slayer isn't that good.
it's not.
It's not. Like,
It's
it's not that good. And neither is
What?
that Goro Setsuji.
What? No, I tried to
thing.
watch Demons. I tried to watch the first episode of Demon Slayer. I just couldn't.
Jake says
Yeah.
that this panel needs an education. No, we all went to school. We're a bunch of comic people. We don't have a fight. We're not. We went to school.
I think we all have public school education. That's a different thing altogether.
Different level.
Well, here let's start with Chad. Chad, tell Jake where he can find you.
I don't want to. He fucking called me a misogynist.
Well,
well, my wife's gonna beat me up when I get up there. No, so you can find me on Indie Comics Network after dark at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Shots of Comics, where we get drunk, we talk about comics, and we just have a good old time, and we're very offensive. I have the Legend of Sparkle Dog currently is launching, scheduled for March, so you can squish the little like button for it. It's on Kickstarter right now, and yeah, I got another couple of projects as well. You can follow me on Twitter at Casual Nerd Chad, and that's all.
There you go. It's not, yeah, and what's your point, Jake? Damn.
I'm sorry I couldn't go to a fucking private school.
Hey, everybody. I'm Rodney Fike.
It's American system, though, Jake. So
Said American. Keep them smart enough just to keep pushing the buttons. Oh. Hey,
Anyway.
go check out George Carlin. But anyway, Rodney Fike, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch at Rodney Fike Arts. You can also go to the Hasm YouTube channel and check me out there, and Hasm.com. It's HAZZUM.com. Check out all of our books there, the latest of which will be Doghouse, coming to a Kickstarter near you on February 21st. So mash that notify button. Come check us out. And also here on the Indie Comics Network, a few nights a week, come join us Thursday night for Thursday Night Throwdown, and Saturdays for Sketchy Saturdays, and Mondays at 3 p.m. now. Fike it, let's draw. Come join me and watch me color some Fantastic Four characters. Yay!
Which look very good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. They do. Hi, I'm Mitch Rogers. You can find me down here at Linktree/Celtic Cross Studios. You can find my website and online store where you can pick up one of my Boger collections, and so forth. I keep an eye out for the Big Boger ongoing relaunch, which the crowdfunding campaign is going to start probably at the end of this month. So keep an eye out for that. And you can also find me here on Indie Comics Network Sunday mornings on Sunday Funnies and just random shows throughout the network too.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Y'all show
And
up
of
everywhere.
course, yeah. And of course, I'm C Michael Lanning. You can find me at Linktree/C Michael Lanning, which has all my Facebook, all that jazz, and of course my portfolio. And of course, we won't be here next week because it's Valentine's Day, folks. That might not mean anything to most of us, but it means something to some people. But when we return, we'll be talking about what happens after love, and that's dystopias. So come and talk about your favorite dystopia when we return.
Dinotopia.
Week after next. Dinotopia. Oh my gosh. I love Dinotopia.
So does George Lucas.
Anyway, and of course, you can also find me on Sketchy Saturday and various places as well. So until next time.
What are we going to do now? Quick! Could we just have hidden behind those bins?
Right.